Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the new Miniprints World Headquarters. My name is Bernard Helen, and we are live. This is very exciting. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the tour of the entrance of our spot. This is my first ever live YouTube and Facebook broadcast this month for all of January. I have been working hard to get this space up and running, and I've been working on a special project, and tonight is an exciting night. Tonight is the big unveil. Hello, Mr. Pictovid. Hello, Caboose 121. Thank you, everyone. Hello, Sparky 107. And Heath, thank you for the handoff. I appreciate the comments. Steve 87th, PSAP, and I see Scott Thornton is in the house. This is very exciting, everyone. I'm so pleased that you are all able to join me in the new space. I want to give you a quick tour of the new space tonight. I'd like to do a number of things, unveil the latest Miniprints contest, answer some questions that you might have. Hi, Fred Wild. Hi there, Bernard. Another Bernard. Bernard C is in the house. Hello, Anton. We meet finally. After answering questions tonight, I'd like to share some new upcoming mini prints that will be coming in February. And then at the end, I'm going to reveal a discount code for our moving sale. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's true. Like and subscribe to the YouTube video. This is my first ever live YouTube video. So like and subscribe. They say what? Smash the bell, I believe is what they say. So let's see, 50 people watching. That is amazing. Thank you, Sparky 107 for the update. So I've got a little presentation that I'm going to bring up on screen here to start off the studio tour. And let's see if this works. And let's go to a different view here. All right, there you go. So you can see me. And then we're just going to go here. And welcome to Miniprints, where you make your model railroad layout come alive. As many of you know, Miniprints makes mini things. And it's kind of ironic because I make many things, but I outgrew my space. So a mini business needs a maxi space. Speaking of a maxi space, let me just take this iPhone off the feed here. There we go. All right. So I wanted to share a little bit about the new space and introduce you to where I'm sitting right now. I'm sitting in a big empty room, which I'm going to show you in a minute, but it's a big empty room in a really exciting place of Toronto. I am right now at the very bottom. We'll see if you can see the mouse on here. I'm at the very bottom of this thing called the Junction Triangle. So you can see the cursor here. There's a little road right down here called Sterling Road. And this is right smack dab in the Junction Triangle, which is a portion of West End Toronto, named for the junction of railroad tracks. And you can see a picture here where all the railroad tracks connected. Up here in the top left-hand corner of the junction is where the CN and the CP tracks met. And this was a very large industrial area in Toronto. There were flour mills, there were all sorts of factories. And it's also happily located a 15-minute walk from my house. So I thought, what better area to move into than an area where I am bounded on three sides and completely surrounded by rail lines. And I'll tell you a little bit about that in a moment. So we are hemmed in right here. And the interesting thing too is not only are we hemmed in some former industrial lands, and here you can see what it looked like in 1913. I'm sitting opposite this building right now, and this large building, I will show you in a moment, is visible right outside my window. That's Tower Automotive. So here's where I'm sitting. I'm sitting right now on Sterling Road in this lovely building that used to be the headquarters of the Bodden Machine Company. And you can see it up here. If you'll notice this picture that I'm sort of circling here, this was taken in 1913. Look at the arrangement of windows there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows. And then look over here. It's the same building. They've just added on to it over the years. And this used to be a former rail-served building where they made pumps for marine and pumps for all different applications. As a matter of fact, right out front here on this picture, you can see a box car just right in front of the building back in 1913. So this has got good vibe. This is definitely, this feels like home for me. It has the advantage of being, I can make a bit of noise, I can make a bit of mess. It's industrial, it's not too pretty, and it's a perfect location for a 3D printing studio. And one of the things I'm really excited about is the rail infrastructure. So before I go mobile and actually show you this big empty space that I've been working on for the past month, let me just show you why I moved in here. And these are a few of my favorite things, as they say. So over here on the west side of the junction triangle, you have the GO line. And the GO line is also the UP Express, the Union Pearson high-speed rail link to the airport. Over here on the eastern side of the junction triangle is also another GO line. This used to be a former CN line, but, and this is where it gets fun, on the northern boundary of the junction triangle, probably no more than a 10-minute walk from this location, is the CP main line. So I can be surrounded by freight action and commuter rail action, but I'm saving the best part for last. And I'm telling you this because I hope you're going to come and visit me when everyone can come and visit, and we're going to go rail fanning. CP Rail Whiskey Creek and N-Scale, there is a GO station nearby. There is the Bloor GO station, which is 5 minutes from the front door here. I can pretty much look out the front window and watch trains, but the best part of this is right across the street from me is the Henderson Brewing Company, one of my absolute favorite microbreweries. So I think I've landed in the perfect location because I'm surrounded by trains and beer. And I don't know whether with all this trains and beer, I will get work done, but that's a good point. Certainly, it's going to be a lot of fun for rail fanning parties and for when people come to visit Miniprints World Headquarters. So let me pause here for a minute. I'm going to go back to the iPhone, and I'm going to give you a little walk around the space. So let's add that to the stream, and let's make that the bigger window. Okay. Let's go back and remove that and make that solo. Okay, where's the iPhone? The iPhone is right there. Hello, everyone. Ready for a tour? Okay. So you saw the door. Let me show you the space. Okay. Very, very high ceilings here. We've got 15-foot ceilings. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with all this space up here. Had to go buy a new ladder. So I'm thinking coffee station, bar fridge, couch maybe. One of the things that I really liked about this space is that there was a sink. And I think, you know, it can get a little messy. Sorry about the echo. There is nothing in here. Over here, I'll tell you some thoughts of what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, this is important. So that is going to be the printer cabinet. So right in here by the lights, you can see the shelving. This is where all the 3D printers are going to go. Okay. Then it's going to get better in a minute. So we'll look back this way. But right in here, that whole area in there, that's going to be the train layout. So definitely we have to have a layout in there. Now I promised I'd show you that Tower Automotive building. So let me go back and do that right now. All right. So let's go. There we go. Okay. So that is the space. Yes, Lloyd, we could have 8 levels of trains in this space. And the layout is absolutely 100% for business purposes because I need to have a place to photograph the mini prints. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to start, and I've got the countertop, let me just go split screen here for a minute. Forgive me on the technical side of things. So right back here are a lot of Ikea countertops. So the Ikea countertops are going to go into that area that I was talking about over there. And then I'm starting to build 4x8 modules. And as the 4x8 modules go into that space, which is happily 8 feet by 8 feet by about 16 feet. So it's going to have a bunch of 4x8, 2 foot by 4 foot modules. I'll be able to fill that space and the modules will displace the Ikea desks as I get that built out. And then I'll be able to manufacture the mini prints and put them right in and photograph them. And if Heath shares some of his tips and tricks and techniques, maybe I'll be able to get some multiple cameras going. One of the things I would love to do, and this is a Human City thing, is mount some cameras up there. You know, looking down at the layout. I think that'll be great. Get a couch in here. You know, I'd really like to build a place that's part office, part train room, you know, and part hangout, so we can all go rail fanning out the front door. Okay. So let's move on with tonight's agenda. I am Dave beside the 10 spot. The 10 spot headquarters are in the same building. You know this neighborhood well. A helix would it would be quite a helix, 15-foot helix. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go through a few comments. I've missed a lot of comments, so forgive me. It does have great potential, Scott. Thank you. I haven't actually done much with, I should be putting comments up, but I'll get to that for my next broadcast. Actually, let's do this. Can I do that? Yeah, there we go. That's fun. There we go. All right. Let's go back to the next part of the agenda where I unveil the mini prints contest because I need your help. So here we go. So the contest is, does everybody here know who Adam Savage is? Okay, Adam Savage is I won't say a hero of mine, but I like his work. And he was one of the Mythbusters, one of the hosts, one of the hosts of Mythbusters. And he's got a fantastic space. Let me just hide the current comment. Oh, I can't do that. Well, Sparky, you're going to be on screen for a while. And I'm trying to figure out what to name this space because I've been referring to it as the studio. I've been referring to it as the office. I've been referring to it as the shop. And I need a little bit of help because I want to name it. And I don't really know what to call this place. So I'm thinking that we need to have a contest. Adam's space in the Mission District of San Francisco is called The Cave. I have been referring to this as numerous things. So can you help me name what the Miniprints World headquarters should be called? And what I'm thinking is I'll put up a post probably tomorrow morning, tonight or tomorrow, on the Facebook page. And I'll give you the link to that in a minute. And the mini space. That's great, Greg. The mini space. The good ideas are coming already. I love it. We'll put up a post on the Facebook page and keep the comments coming, and then we'll have a vote. And we'll do that within the next couple of days. And the winner, of course, as you can see, of the Name the Space contest will get a $50 US Miniprints gift card. And maybe what we'll do is maybe to keep it fair, if people come up with the same name, we'll do a random draw of everybody who puts in good names, or we'll figure it out. But for now, Mini World, that's a good one. So Club Car, I love it. These are all fabulous ideas. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Low Country. Thank you, Greg. I'll get the post up on Facebook and the contest details tomorrow morning. Okay. So next on the agenda of fun. What's new? I promised a little bit about what's new at Miniprints. There have been a number of Miniprints, which I think you might have seen lately. The Cooks in N scale, HO, S&O scale for the dining cars. The Cacti are going gangbusters. They're really selling well. There's a real pent-up demand for Southwest modelers, and I'll be coming out with new cacti. So you've seen some of these on the miniprints.com page, but what I wanted to show you specifically were some really exciting new projects that are going to be coming out in February. And one of them is in conjunction with Rapido. And this is really exciting. So Rapido is releasing their vehicles next month. And they've come out with some fantastic cars from the 70s and the 80s. And one of them is a police cruiser. And I thought it might be fun to do a little bit of a joint project with Rapido, who was kind enough to give me one of their early release cars. So I'd like to introduce the Miniprints Cops and Perps. So this will be a set of 2 police officers and 2 perps being arrested. You can name the offense. There's also a bonus guy who, if you wish to take your car apart, you can see he's in the back seat handcuffed. And these are going to be an exclusive that will be available through Otter Valley Railroad. So these will not be available direct from Miniprints. This is the first time that I am going to do something with a dealer. And Lauren, who I'm sure many of you have purchased from, Lauren James of Otter Valley is a wonderful guy, and it's a fantastic place to visit. And later in the month, there'll be more details on this. I think, you know what, you can, Mike, tagging trains, that's definitely an indictable offense. So that's definitely one possibility. So that's an exciting project. Watch for that coming up in February. Another project that I want to talk about is I'm doing something with Dave Bedard. Now, Dave Bedard is a very talented Canadian modeler that I think some of you will know. And his 3D modeling skills are second to none. He does amazing work, and he works predominantly on freight cars and engines, and he specializes in Canadian Pacific. So Andy Ambrose, I'm very interested in putting that comment live. Give me a second here. I got to figure out how to get that comment up. There we go. There we go. I like that one. There's a story there, so we're gonna have to dig into that, Andy. So Dave Bedard has been kind enough to entrust Miniprints with one of his CP vans. This will be available in HO scale. You can see the test print over there. Interestingly, it's not going to just be the 3D printed components. It's also going to be the decals or decals, depending on who you are, as well as some jigs for modeling the wire bits. So it's going to be a really nice, it's going to be our first real sort of kit. This will be something that you assemble yourself, and we provide all the bits and pieces. The only thing that you will need to provide are wheels and couplers. We will provide the trucks, the 3D printed trucks. So that's an exciting project that'll be coming out. And that is the tongue and groove. We have the plywood will probably be the next one. So this is the CP wood caboose design, which goes back to about 1905. Most of them were built around 1945, and they were modernized in the 60s and 70s with the plywood sides. And there'll be more information coming on those. And the final project that I wanted to share with you, let me get Andy back off there so you're not up there. For those who are not active on Facebook, that's a great question, Stephen. Send me an email, and my email is bernard@miniprints.com, and I will add you to it. I'll post your entry onto the Facebook and tag and put your name on it. Very good question, bernard@miniprints.com. If you have any questions on this presentation, or if you want to enter for those who are not on Facebook. N scale, we will continue and talk about that at a later date. I do have some N scale offerings, not this specific kit, but there are some N scale vans up on the website, and we can continue that conversation. Okay, so the last project, and I'm really excited about this final project as well. So I just want to share this with you. Okay. So this is one that I've had a lot of requests for. And yes, there are other 40-foot lobster boats out there. However, I really want to take this to the next level of detail. So this is really prototypical from plans. There are some lobster boats that come with lobster traps. These will come with lobster traps. I don't know of any lobster boats that come with lobster traps and lobsters, which these will come with, but I definitely have not seen a lobster boat that comes with traps, lobsters, and fishermen. So this is going to be a kit that I'd like to bring out as well in February, maybe early March, depending on timing. And it's going to be perfect for anyone who's modeling Maine, New England, Eastern, the Canadian Maritimes. And there are going to be all sorts of bits and details that you can add to that boat, including I'm playing around with some lighting and all sorts of things. So that's a bit of an early look. Shrimps, maybe jumbo shrimps on a 1-to-1 scale. But don't ask for shrimps in N scale, please. Yes, thank you for signing up for the newsletter. That's a really good, just going to go over here. I'm going to hide this comment and oops, not that one. That one. Thank you. If you go to miniprints.com, you can sign up for the Miniprints newsletter. And the Miniprints newsletter is how everybody gets up to date on what's new in the world of Miniprints. So there are really three sort of main things I want to leave you with here. And before I sort of check in for comments and questions and talk about the code for the moving cell. So number one, miniprints.com. So everything that you've seen here is available or will become available at miniprints.com. A great way to keep in touch is the Miniprints Facebook page, where I think some of you might be watching this live, which is facebook.com/miniprints3D. It's the same on Instagram, miniprints3D. I'm going to be building out the YouTube channel, and I'd like to go live again. If this is something that people are interested in, I'm thinking about going live once a month, date and time to be announced. And the way I will announce that is through Instagram, the website, Facebook, and the email newsletter. So on the website, and I can go live to the website in a moment, at the bottom of the website, there's an email sign-up form. And if you want sort of updates on these projects, that's a great place. And that's really what I've got in terms of what's new. I wanted to keep it relatively short to half an hour this evening. Just really open the floor up now and see if anyone has any comments or questions. Sparky 107, the first Wednesday of every month is a wonderful idea. That could work really nicely. As I get the space built out, one of the things I'd like to do is show some progress on the modules, maybe feature some new mini prints. You know, that would be sort of the type of thing. And really, you know, feel free to keep in touch with what you might want to see in terms of either what's happening with the space or what's happening with the modules or what's happening with new mini prints. Okay, so the code. Let's put it there. The code for the sale. So there are a couple things going on right now. So, sorry, I was just looking at a different comment here. Okay, so the moving sale, let's start with that. This Friday, the 28th to Sunday, the 30th, I was supposed to be at Springfield, but unfortunately, I won't be able to make it for two very good reasons. Reason number one, I've got a big empty room I've got to fill with printers and furniture. Reason number two, the border is a mess right now. And honestly, I didn't feel like fighting with all the border traffic. So because I cannot be at Springfield and because I'm moving and I got to pay for this place, how about a moving sale? So I'd like to offer everyone 15% off from Friday the 28th until Sunday the 30th. The code is moving15. And if I knew how to put a message up, I would. If someone wants to put up the moving15 code for 15% off mini prints from Friday the 28th until Sunday the 30th, I would be very appreciative. What else? Keep an eye on the Facebook page for updates. The email newsletter will also have this information. Sparky 107. Whoops, thank you. Axe89, thank you. Moving15, and the moving15, no space. So moving15, all one word. Doesn't matter whether it's uppercase or lowercase. That is until Sunday the 30th, but it starts on Friday. And now that's it for me. So for the last minute, I'd like to open it up to the floor. I'd like to thank everyone so much who joined tonight. Thank you for the comments. I really appreciate this. It was a lot of fun. And I can't believe I'm seeing right here 103 people watching, which is, I'm amazed. I'm so thankful. Thank you. Thank you for helping me inaugurate the new big empty room. And I look forward to sharing progress with you. Smash that like button, I guess, as they say. And yeah, I'm happy to keep it open for the next 5 minutes, couple of minutes, if anyone wants to ask any questions. And the cooks are on the website. The cooks are already listed. Thank you, Ralph, for the good luck. Let's see. Thank you, Axe89. That's very kind of you. Thank you, Graham. If I've missed any questions, I apologize. Thank you, Scott, for your congratulations. If anyone wants to, if I missed anything in the bottom there, if anyone wants to ask a question, I'm happy to. Okay, favorite 3D printers. That's a great question. Thank you, Heath. I use Elegoo Mars resin printers. So I've got Elegoo Mars. I like the Mars 2 Pro, and I've got some Saturns. And I'm going to fill up a couple racks here. Miniprints can be anything that are fun to make. I want to try and make things that haven't been done before, or if they have been done before, things that I think I can improve on or put my own spin on. So the best thing to do is, if you have a request, email me, bernard@miniprints.com. I'll be honest, the list right now is quite long. So between the Mini Prints of the Month Club, which is something I do, getting orders out the door and getting this space, I will be getting to a number of requests, but I can't promise that it will be quickly. Let's see. Greg, my basement. I'd like to bring on a special guest for a minute. Is there a special guest in the house? Yeah. Let me introduce someone for a minute. Come on camera. Everyone, this is Mrs. Miniprints.
Hi, everyone.
This is my wife. And the only reason I wanted to bring my wife on camera, who's been very graciously helping me out here tonight, is that she's getting her basement back. And
really? That's very exciting, Bernard.
It is. She's slowly going to get the basement, or certainly part of the basement back. So yes. The idea is to transition here. I'm here for a 2-year sublease, and then if I like it, the plan hopefully will be to, if I like it and it works, I'll stay. And people are saying hello. Big screen's going in here. Yeah, big screen TV is going to be in here. That's going in the new space as well. I will be. This is a really great question. The reason for getting the space is very specifically to hire someone. And that's, I have been running it out of the basement, much to the, with the support of the family. But I'm at the point right now where I would like to hire someone at least part-time. And that's what really necessitated the move to the space. So I'm thinking about that. I have some ideas about people to hire, and that's the goal. I actually have someone who, as soon as I build the space out, will be starting to help out. And then I'll be able to do some more designing and, things like this, and build the business and, not necessarily have to be knee deep in resin all the time. Okay. Yes, that's the real boss is in the house. And yes, she is getting her space back. It's amazing how much support I got painting and setting up this place. It's wonderful. I don't know whether this is a public comment, but I'm going to share it. Okay, Thomas, that's a great question. we have a Miniprints painting clinic. So I'm not going to open up another screen right now and go live with the website because that'll probably push me over the edge. But if you go to miniprints.com and you go to the bottom of the page, there is a link called Painting Clinic. So look on the miniprints.com website for the painting clinic. And I go through a 1-hour clinic that I did for the NMRAX, talking about all of the techniques and tips and tricks for how I paint them. Happy Valley, definitely I'll be moving back in time. I am concentrating right now on modern day figures because I model modern freight operations. But I've had a lot of requests for 50s transition era and going back in time. So I don't know whether I'll get all the way back to the 1870s, maybe eventually. It might take me a little bit of time, but definitely I started with modern and I will be definitely going back in time. The new bedroom, I don't know. I'm hoping that I don't have to sleep in here. I'm not sure that's allowed. I'm hoping that I can have my cake and eat it too and do my work in my workspace and then be able to go home. Scott, great question. I would love to move in here for the 1st of February. It's ambitious, but I'm paying for the space and it's kind of chaotic being in 2 places at the same time. So I would be very happy if, at the 1st of February, I had the printers up and running at least. I will say, I've got a backlog right now of about 30 orders. So there's some orders right now that are about 6 days old. And my focus right now is really just sort of keeping on top of orders because that's the first thing. So I don't want orders to wait too long. If you have ordered from me, my first priority is to get those out the door. And I don't really like to have an order, in the line for more than a week. So it's really fitting all of the pieces of the puzzle together and trying to basically do it all and do it all quickly. Okay. That's a really good one to show. Thank you, Sparky 107. And let me see. I'm going to go through a couple more comments. Geese were different in the 1870s. Oh, Ralph, fantastic. Yeah, I'm really glad. The other thing I will say, and Ralph just got his S2 speeder today. I would absolutely love to see, and if you go to the Miniprints Facebook page or the Miniprints Instagram, I share a lot of pictures of people's work. So when they get their Miniprints and they paint them up, I love it when people post it, and I share those. So Ralph, you are a master painter and detailer, and I am really looking forward to seeing what you do with your Miniprints. So please definitely share photos. Scott, keep that top of mind. You'll notice that there's a lot of floor space in here and high ceilings. So there'll be a lot of information about that coming up. Okay, everybody. I think that I don't want to go too long here. There are lots of great questions. One of the things I'm really interested in is any requests, any thoughts, specifically of what you might like to see in terms of going live. If there's anything that you thought was really valuable tonight or that you didn't like tonight or you'd like to see the next time, there's a Facebook or YouTube Live. I'd love constructive criticism and reviews. And I really just want to thank everyone for their good wishes. I really appreciate you coming and spending some time with me tonight and seeing my big, empty, echoey room. And I look forward to connecting with all of you. And as soon as we're through this bout of this craziness. I look forward to meeting you all across the street for a beer. And then we're going to wander around and look at some trains at all of the tracks that surround the soon to be named Miniprints World Headquarters. Thanks again, everyone. Really appreciate your time here tonight, and looking forward to many more updates in the future. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.